Good evening and welcome to Terengganu, where we have just concluded day 2 of the Monsoon Cup, the 8th and final event of the 2011 World Match Racing Tour.
One World Series.
One World Championship.
Well, we have had a fantastic day out on the water here. We've had a little bit of rain, but the Monsoon Cup not quite living up to yesterday's dramatic weather conditions. We've had a pretty stable day with some nice breeze, and we have whizzed through the racing, I can tell you, and we do have some results. So let's have a look at the table. I can tell you we've just come in off the water, so this table doesn't have the last flight's worth of results, but I do have those. An incredible day for the young Kiwi Tiller from Full Metal Jacket Racing with 6 wins and 1 loss. I can tell you he did just lose his race against Radek, so that puts him on 6-2. Francesco Bruni, a great start to this event, but lost his 2 final races this afternoon, leaving him with 5-2. Phil Robertson of New Zealand we're going to be talking to in a bit. Another great day from him. He's on 5-2. Berntsen of Sweden doing also well, 5-3. Gilmore of Australia, 4-3. Hansen of Sweden, not such a good performance after yesterday, 4-3. Ian Williams hitching himself up the table a little bit now on 3-3. Jesper Radek on 3-3. Mirsky, not a great day from him, but we've got him here. We're going to be talking to him in a minute. 3-4. Damien Yell of France, 2-5. Richard of France, 2-5. So not a good day for the French guys. And Jeremy Koo of Malaysia yet to score with 0-8. So I can tell you that the last match that has just come in off the water, the last flight, it was Robertson versus Hansen. Hansen won that match. Richard versus Gilmore. Richard won that match. Williams beat Koo in the 3rd match, and Tiller lost to Radek in the 4th match. So there you go, there are the results from today. So very, very interesting. It is our young rookie who has qualified to get here, who is at the top of the table. He joins us later on the show, but somebody who didn't have a great day is joining me now. Torvar, what do I say? You know, you coming into this event, you're up there in 3rd position overall. Loads of people have got money riding on you to win the overall championship, and you're in 9th place.
Yeah, thank you. As you can imagine, we feel really, really down right now. Our backs are against the wall to make the quarterfinal. We need to win probably 3 out of our next 4 races, and we've got tough races, so if we sail like we did today, we're going to be out and without contention of the world title.
So 3 of those races are against Williams, Bruni and Gilmore, I think. So really, really tough matches. How do you go from where you are right now to picking yourself and getting back out there tomorrow and winning those 3 matches?
I don't know. Today the key factors were starting, and it was all about winning the start and going the left-hand side of the course to get that current there. And we lost, I think, all of our starts. We had 5 starts. We lost all of them except 1, and managed to claw back one race that we didn't win the start. So that was a good sign. But we got a lot of work to do, and I think the starts are going to be pretty crucial going into the rest of the regatta. So that's going to be a big part of our debrief tonight.
And what part of the start in particular? Was it positioning, timing back to the line? What wasn't working for you?
Well, I mean, starting's still a team effort, and if you're sailing fast, doing your manoeuvres well, picking the shifts and your timing, then you sort of get the right structure at the start and you can get the place you want. And we were off with maybe a little bit of all of the things, and we just need to step it up again. And I don't know, we're struggling. So we're just going to have a long debrief tonight, work out what we did good, what we did bad, and come back tomorrow.
I mean, there is some light at the end of the tunnel, which is Ian Williams is also not having a particularly good qualifying session. So that must please you a little bit.
Well, yeah, I mean, the goal is to make the top 8, and that's what all the teams will be fighting for now. And if Williams doesn't have a good day but makes the top 8 and we don't, then that doesn't him having a bad day doesn't mean much to us. So we're just forgetting who the competitors are, and we're going to have to go out there firing, all systems firing, to make it tomorrow.
So let's just talk about that match against Williams. That could come down to being a real crucial turning point for both of you guys. Yeah,
I think we got Williams, Gilmore,
and
Bruni, and one more I can't remember. But those guys are whoever's close to us on this win-loss ratio. I think Williams and Gilmore might be close to us. They'll be crucial matches, if to go through to the quarterfinals, because it could end up on a count-back situation.
So what happens tonight? You go away, you have a debrief with your guys. Is it over a few beers, or do you need some space? Do you need some time? Do you need to go for a run? Do you need some, a night out on the tiles? What is it?
Yeah, there might be a little bit of sulking going on in the corner, but we're gonna get together, get focused again, debrief, and go through and make sure we've learnt from our mistakes.
Well, we love you. Australia loves you. There's a lot of money riding on you staying in this championship, so we hope that tomorrow is a better day for you. So that was Tovar Mki, and as he's saying, it is about just taking it one race at a time.
It's simple. Win one race at a time. 12 teams, 100 races, one winner. A race lasts 20 minutes, but a win only takes a fraction. Be one move, 1 inch, everything or nothing. To win takes courage, skill, passion and determination. This is not a game of chance or of luck. Read the elements, feel each inclination of your boat, choose your angle, make your move, win a race. No winners guaranteed, odds mean nothing. It's simple, win one race at a time.
So that was Tovar Mki. Not a great day for him, but hopefully his form will pick up tomorrow. Of course, he desperately needs it to if he wants to stay in contention for the championship here at the Monsoon Cup. Now, somebody that has had a much better day, Phil Robertson's joining me now. Phil, you're in 3rd place on the qualifying standings. That's a good day for you. Oh, have you not seen them? You've just come in off the water. But you've just lost against Hansen, so I think that puts you at 5-3. How was your day?
Obviously pretty good. Yeah, no, very good. We went 4 straight this morning, so we couldn't really ask for anything else, and everything was just working, all the moves you kind of dream of doing and try to pull off for the last 10 years actually were happening today, so everything was going well. My crew did a superb job in a couple of races of having a full scramble at the bottom mark, and they pulled through twice for me, and we got the lead around the bottom mark, which was very hard to do, and it was a must do. So you had to put the boat in there to get around the bottom mark first, and if it, you kind of had to throw it in umpire's hands sometimes just to make sure you're around first. But we never had to go there, and the guys did a fantastic job of getting the boat around the course when we were behind off the line as well. So I think we're really patient today in the first few races. My starts were probably 50-50, maybe a little less, 30-70. But no, we managed. We just stayed patient every race and just hung off the back of them when we had to, and followed them around the course for 2 laps almost. And whenever we got an opportunity, we pounced and took it.
Nice. So all going well.
All going well, yeah, for sure.
Okay, now we'd like to thank you because you gave us one of the most entertaining matches that we have seen today. You had a match earlier against Francesco Bruni. Now, we have got some replays to show you, so let's just have a look at that starting replay first of all.
we've got a couple of incidents, both in together. The first incident that the umpires reported was that Phil Robertson was actually a windward boat not keeping clear. So I think it was actually before what we're seeing here. So we probably need to wind back a little bit to run through it again. It's quite a tricky one.
This is before even this collision in the...
Yeah, because the first penalty they gave was to Phil Robertson. It's probably actually right here. As a windward boat not keeping clear. So both boats are on port tack. Robertson's there, getting a bit close, and so he's going to get a penalty right here as a windward boat. So
okay, so
right about there, Robertson's already picked up a penalty.
And he's being forced to tack away. Okay,
and he's now tacked away. So we're probably on port and start. Not yet. You can't see the flag. Here's the flag. The flag's about to go very soon.
Okay.
The umpires are probably still talking about it. And then the second one comes up here. They both tack back again. And this time, Phil Robertson there on the left. He's tacked onto port. Bruni's tacked onto starboard. And there wasn't much Phil could do. So Bruni, in tacking from port onto starboard, didn't give Robertson enough room to keep clear. So then they load a penalty onto Bruni. So pretty tricky back-to-back little incidents there.
Wow, which is why we didn't see the flag before, because they were obviously still watching for the second incident, which you could see lined up from a long way. So we just wind that back one more time.
Exactly.
Okay, here it is. So Phil is doing all he can here to tack.
You see, Phil's got his tiller down hard there, trying to get himself out of the situation, but there's pretty much nothing he can do about it. Bruni's obviously trying to get himself out of the situation as well. But the penalty goes against Bruni.
All right, so a penalty each off the line.
Okay, so that was that start there. So Phil, just tell me from your point of view, what happened there?
Yeah, I think the start was really interesting. The racing today was you had to win the pin and you had to win the left. So I think a lot of races came down to a really big scramble at the end on the pin end, and I think we were to leeward of him. We kind of got a hook and luffed him, and I can't really remember it completely, but there was definitely a big crash at one point, and a few umpire calls, and I think we both got penalised twice, so cancelled each other out a couple of times, but he eventually won the left. I think we're actually both over the line as well. He won the left, and that was the instance where we had to just stick behind him. I think we sailed clear air for most of it and just sailed the current as best as we could up the course and didn't really worry about him. And caught up a little bit downwind and had a really good opportunity at the bottom mark. I think we just dropped back. The rules say we have to give him, have to sail our proper course. So what we did is we slowed the boat down to drop back behind him, so it'd stay on starboard, and he jived onto port, and we then sped up again and just ploughed into him. So he got penalised there, and then came around the bottom mark with more pace and got a little piece of him, and again managed to luff him a bit, and he didn't get out of the way and got another penalty. So that was pretty much race over for him.
Okay, so just tell me what was so important about the left-hand side. Obviously there's a huge amount of current. Is that it? Yeah,
there's actually current on both sides of the course, so for sure that is it. There's probably 4 knots out there going upwind, so if you can get into that, your boat speed goes from 5-6 knots to 8-9 knots. So it's a big difference and just huge gains to be made. So the course today was set up, the breeze was a bit further left, so the course you had to go left basically. There's the same amount of current out the right hand side, but you couldn't get to it early enough, so it was a race to the left, and that's all it came down to really.
Okay, so obviously now you're right up there. You need one more point to get into the next round, qualifying round. 6 is the magic number, we believe. Your fellow Kiwi, Will Tiller, is already through. We were hoping to have him on the show, but I think he's just been dragged off to a press conference. Obviously, you'd love to get through qualifying. There's a lot of money at stake, quarterfinals. Who do you think is going to go all the way? We've just had Torvar on. Obviously, he was in the top 3. Who's your money on for this event? For the championship.
For the championship, well, I don't know. I think the Mirsky boys have a fantastic team and do a really great job. So I'd be really surprised if they didn't make the top 8 here. So, I mean, it's too hard to say. I couldn't put anyone. Come
on, everyone I've had on the show has said, okay, Bruni, Williams, Mirsky. Who's your money on?
I'm going to say Mirsky.
Mirsky, okay. Well, Torvar will be pleased. He was a bit down this evening. So, Phil, anyway, thank you very much for joining us. But, of course, the one thing that is important here is that every little thing out on the racecourse counts.
2, hoist, 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 hoist. On va le faire dans une.
One World Series.
One World Championship.
So a very different day out on the water. We've got some guys doing fantastically well. The young Kiwi Will Tiller right at the top of the table. Obviously some disappointment for Tovar Mki. Peter Gilmore as well, struggling down at the bottom. And both of the French guys really having a disappointing qualifying round here in the Monsoon Cup. But we've still got another day to go. Day 3 tomorrow will conclude qualifying and we will have our all-important 8 quarter-finalists. It's getting closer and closer to the final here in the Monsoon Cup and it is getting so exciting. Don't forget, 2 trophies here up for grabs this week. Not only the Monsoon Cup, but of course the all-important ISAF World Match Racing Tour Championship Trophy. The brand new trophy from Garrard in London is here and is going to be won this week. We will be back with you tomorrow. I'll be here in the morning with a dock walk, weather permitting, to find out what the sailors are feeling as they head out on the water. Then we'll be back with our live window between 3 and 5 UTC +8, so 3 and 5 local time here in Malaysia. And of course, in case you can't miss those things, I'll be back in the evening with the Today Show this time tomorrow. So join us on Twitter. We're at hashtag WMRT or at WorldMRT. On Facebook, facebook.com/World Match Racing Tour. The website, WMRT.com. The blog, everything. Join us, stay with us and watch all the action here from the Monsoon Cup live from Terengganu in Malaysia. Thank you.